As part of efforts to tackle the challenge of lack of potable water in Obuofia community, Kano West local government area of Enugu State, a philanthropist, Ambassador Dr. Ikechukwu has provided 7 boreholes to various villages in Obuofia for use by members of the community. Speaking during the commissioning of the boreholes, Enugu State Commissioner for Water Resources, Mr. Felix Nnamani, who represented Governor Peter Mba, commended the donor for the gesture, which he said aligns with the current administration's policy on providing potable water for all residents of the state. Nnamani, who urged members of the community to protect the facilities, assured of the state government's sustained efforts aimed at improving the well-being of the people.
The Father, Amen. And of the Son, Amen. And of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
I feel happy, just as every other person here is feeling happy, because water is a substance that everybody needs to survive. You can skip food for 3 days and you don't die, but if you skip water for a number of hours, you are dead. Okay? My gratitude goes to Dr. Odo, the great guy from this town, whom God had blessed, and he decided to think home. What he has done is an encouragement, is a challenge to all of us who are alive, that we should be able to replicate it as we live when God has blessed you. We've gone round, we have 477 communities in Enugu State, out of which we'll have 367 communities that will have presence of government, that will have boreholes, but incidentally all of them are moribund. Just last week, His Excellency has approved a whopping 2 billion to ensure that 120 communities are covered with this kind of facility. And I know the water sector, by the end of the year, it will be a different thing altogether. But for our brother here, Dr. Oda and his family, the bishop has said it all. May God continue to bless you, because what you have done is well captured. It's in tandem with our policy, His Excellency's policy, when it comes to giving water to our people, both at the urban and the rural areas.
Also speaking, the Methodist Bishop of Okonano, the Right Reverend Dr. Dennis Okechukwu, said water represents life and thanked the facilitator for allowing God to use him to address the water challenge in the community, while urging other well-to-do individuals to emulate him.
This is my 2 years in this land, and God has used this servant of God extensively to make life easier for people. So our prominent personalities in this community, they should emulate him. I believe by so doing that, he get me the poor, the downtrodden, the rich, the small, the big, whatever status we have in society, get me life be more meaningful. Having emulated this man today by the grace of God that gave these wonderful gifts to our dear community.
Some members of the community who spoke in separate interviews, including Chief Ikechukwu, Mrs. Cecilia Onovo and Chidoziani, commended the philanthropist for his gesture, saying the water boreholes will solve the persistent water scarcity in the community.
We enjoy it because other than this, our people have been going to the stream to fetch water. You understand? I know you have a lot of waterborne diseases, and you understand. And from now henceforth, our people can enjoy clean drinking water, not sponsored by government, but by an illustration of this community, who I call a beacon of development as far as our community is concerned. Has done so many other things for us, and this one is just one of them.
Obuofia are very, very happy. Oh, I be very happy. Chineke ga-enye ogologo ndụ na arụ isi ike ya na ezinụlọ ya ihe ọma niile ọ na-eme Chukwu ga-akwụ ya ụgwọ ọrụ ya n'aha Jizọs.
Before now, this community has been suffering to source their drinking water and other water for other uses. But today we are elated. We are thanking God for the man, the ambassador, has given us life and a relief.
The donor of the water boreholes, Ambassador Dr. Ikechukwu, said the 7 boreholes, which were provided through a non-governmental organization, Pilgrims Africa Health Foundation, will alleviate the sufferings of the people and improve their general well-being. He recounted several efforts made in previous years to solve the water problem in the community.
The community of Obofia Kunano, from inception, I was born here, I grew up here, and as a little kid, we were always tottering to the river to fetch water, and of course, managing your meager water resource to get through with life, and that was difficult to manage. And every effort before a few years ago to get clean water for our community failed. But you know, everything happens at its time, and when God's time comes, what was difficult will become easy, what was impossible will become possible. And so I will say, at God's own time, we struck water in my house, and I didn't understand how I will be enjoying water in my house and my people will be in thirst and in lack. So I was prompted by the love of my community to see how same project, same benefit could be supported the community with. So we began that project, and today, to God's glory, we have 7 boreholes distributed across the community, and the people are happy. Certainly they are healthier. Surely they are better positioned to even develop economically, because water is everything, including
Most communities across the country are still faced with the challenges of accessing potable water. In some communities, people travel far distance to get water from streams. This lack of access to potable water exposes them to diseases. This was the situation of Obofia before the intervention of Dr. Ikechukwu Odo. Odomero Igbodo, Dome Television.